everybody is here. Thank you very much again for coming for another session with Professor DUX, another academic
Academic Thursdays with DUX. I am Professor DUX, and I have been developed by Near East University's AI and IoT Research Center. I'm excited to guide you through this presentation today. Today, I will talk about art and artificial intelligence. We will see how AI and art are becoming partners, how artists use AI as a new brush, and what this means for the future of creativity. Let's now discuss what we mean by art. Art is any form of human expression that uses imagination, emotion, and ideas. For instance, painting, music, film, design, poetry, digital media, and more.
Software that we generated, where it is kind of a studio for artists. They can upload their images, their artworks, and they get criticism. They can also generate stories from these arts that are going there. They can also discover our museum's artwork gallery that has been already announced a few days ago. By clicking, for example, on any of these images or artworks, AI can describe it, can give the dimensions behind the artistic dimensions behind it, and can criticize it as well. Plus, it allow you as an artist to upload, of course, their artwork that you wish to add to the gallery and get some discussions around it. So that was another also dimension that Professor DUX is working on, where he can generate studios, virtual studios for the artists, and help them be more innovative and creative in creating their artwork. Plus, of course, it can animate some images or photos that they create. So that was the demo part that was supposed to be. Also, he prepared a video for us for today that summarized the whole speech for today. Maybe you can run the video directly that he prepared. All what you see here has been prepared by AI. Professor DUX has prepared the slides, the videos, the photos.
Into how creativity itself is changing as artificial intelligence becomes a partner in the creative process. While we often consider art as something born entirely from human imagination, today we're entering an era where human ideas and machine capabilities collaborate to shape new forms of expression. Art has always evolved alongside technology. For instance, the invention of photography altered how painters approached realism. Similarly, the arrival of computers in design studios broadened what architects and animators could create. Now, AI is introducing fresh possibilities, enabling artists to explore ideas more swiftly, test various iterations, and merge concepts that were previously unimaginable. AI systems learn from vast collections of images, sounds, and text, allowing them to recognize structure, style, and relationships. When an artist provides an instruction or example, the system uses these learned patterns to generate new ideas. These outputs are not substitutes for human creativity, but serve as prompts that help artists think in new directions. Many creators describe this as a form of collaboration, with the artist setting the intention, context, and meaning. While they also raise important questions about maintaining artist ownership of ideas and the ethical use of AI systems that learn from existing works by various creators. We must establish guidelines to ensure these systems reflect diversity, fairness, and respect. As AI becomes more integrated into creative practices, addressing these questions is crucial. Our goal is to understand how these technologies can support, rather than overshadow, human imagination alone, but by how humans choose to use them. AI is not replacing the artist. It's expanding the possibilities for what an artist can achieve. It allows ideas to flourish faster, experiments to occur sooner, and imagination to transcend traditional constraints. Looking ahead, the most exciting developments will come from those combine human insight with intelligent tools to create forms of expression yet to be seen. The opening of the Kunstel Tower Museum marks an important moment for our campus. Designed with modern exhibition spaces and a diverse collection, the museum brings together contemporary works, historical pieces, and digital creations that reflect the growing relationship between art and technology. Among the featured artists is Gökhan Okur, whose works Aşk 414, Ölüm 415, and Yaşam 416 use bold black forms and precise symmetry to create calm, balanced compositions. Whether through mirrored organic shapes or intricate turtle-inspired patterns, each piece draws the viewer in with its contrast, geometry, and subtle use of red as a focal point. The museum also showcases Başka Diyarlar by Mino, a series that explores imagined landscapes through layered textures and earthy tones. These works blend natural motifs with surreal structures, inviting the viewer into environments that feel both organic and otherworldly. With these and many other works, the Kunstel Tower Museum offers a space where tradition, imagination, and emerging technologies meet, enriching the artistic life of our university.
Okay, experience this has been my problem with the projector, but the main idea was, as I said, to show you how DUX or AI is able to generate something from scratch by himself. He generated this video given the context that we give to him, the museum, the artwork that is going on in there. Now we will open the session, I think, for questions and answers and discussion. If anybody has any question.
Some of the most famous classical musicians are Mozart, Beethoven, and Vivaldi. Their masterpieces continue to inspire and captivate music lovers worldwide.
Can you play a Mozart song?
Sure, I will play the song for you. Fur Elise by Beethoven is a well-loved piano piece known for its delicate melody and romantic feel.
Beethoven again.
Can you play a Mozart?
Sure, I will play the song for you. Mozart's Symphony No. 40 is a dramatic and expressive symphony, renowned for its profound and emotive melodies.
So that was Mozart.
Can you play
Sure,
a
I will play the
Beethoven?
song for you. Mozart's Symphony No. 40 is a dramatic and expressive symphony, renowned for its profound and emotive melodies.
Can you play a Beethoven song?
Sure, I will play the song for you. Fur Elise by Beethoven is a well-loved piano piece, known for its delicate melody and romantic feel.
So those are the most musicians who were famous about their classical music that we teach DUX about. Now, can we ask him a few questions about our local artists here in Cyprus, for example?
DUX? Can you name some of the most and best artists in Northern Cyprus?
Some of the most famous artists in northern Cyprus are Gökhan Okur, Min Okur, and Murat Alavardia. Their Art Museum.
Okay, DUX.
Yes.
Can you name some of Murad Al-Havardi's artworks?
Some artworks by Murad Alavardia include Yamur Lugu, Yumur Nsanu.
Can you tell me about the Unsal Art Museum, please?
The Gunsal Art Museum is located in the Gunsal Tower at Near East University. It features a diverse collection of art, including ship models from the Kanakil Battle, sculptures, ceramic artworks, and pieces from faculty and artists from Turkic nations.
What artwork do you see in the phone?
Can you read handwriting? For example, I have a math question written on paper.
Yes. Write
Can you solve that?
You can give a piece of paper, you can write. What do you want to ask? Meanwhile, any other question for that? Or any other challenge? Yes.
Simple question.
Can you write it bigger or little?
Bigger?
3x plus 5.
My main question is what is the difference, for example, between the two dogs? And for example, one API key from DeepSeek, Qwen, or OpenAI.
Very good question. All these models that we mentioned are called large language models, and they are well trained based on general information that they collect from the internet. What we are doing with Professor DUX is that we are customizing it based on our textbooks, based on our culture, based on our context that we wish the instructor to be aware of the students. So we are using something like technology, retrieval augmented generative AI, where you are relying on local database rather than just the internet or any general information that has been trained on in the past. So it is using that general language model, of course, to pretend like a human in their responses, but also we have some training part and local databases that are feed.
We can tell the part of Dr. DUX is fine-tuning by the
Possible, yes.
and another thing, the face of the Dr. DUX I remember Terminator movie, not the picture. Do you have any plan to add some human factors that are more realistic, fantastic?
Definitely. This is the last little touches that we want to add to personalizing, of course. As you know, DUX already in the software has a specific shapes, 3D image, 3D model, but we didn't finalize it on the robot itself. There will be a silicon mask that will be attached to based on that details of the face, and there will be also silicon gloves that will be used for his hand, and he will be able to play music maybe exactly and have that facial expressions that we have expected from this model. Any other questions?
Sir, is there gonna be any local mode, like a local, for example, can we download it and use it? Like, is there gonna be any kind of work based on this, like a local model that we can use the DUX?
You mean local large language model?
Yes, it's like a gamma, etc. Using this, fine-tuned by the DUX, etc.
Exactly, that's what we are working on. As I said, we are trying from the beginning to customize it using ChatGPT and our local databases using the RAG technology, as I mentioned. But still, we are planning also to have our Llama module or Llama system that will be customized here locally in our super machines or the GPUs that we will have in the future to make it more customized for our own context. We have a written question now. Please, let's just turn on the light so that you can see well. I think he needs glasses next time. So that was mathematical expressions written by one of the audience. Let's see what he will say.
DUX.
Yes.
Can you solve the mathematical problem?
The equation is backslash 3x plus 5 equals 13 backslash. Solving it, backslash x equals backslash frac 13 to 5 backslash. So backslash x equals 2.67 backslash.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
You're correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
My special question is, can you read the handwriting?
Handwritten, of
Yeah,
course, yes.
yeah.
Which is the handwritten expressions, text, he can read, no problem. Any other? Yes, please.
If there were two paintings, one done by AI, the other one is human, can AI recognize the AI painting?
Definitely, definitely. And this is exactly like when you tell them this paper is written by AI or a human. So he is able to detect the plagiarism, the AI generated text, the AI generated artwork. All these are already part of the large language models that we are using, of course.
I want to ask, you said AI can recognize the AI texts, but in the internet some of AI has a humanizer and it's also AI. How it cannot be recognized?
Correct. This is the competition between AI and AI as well. Exactly as we said, I mentioned the example which is the AI detector or the AI generated text or plagiarism, for example. There are lots of ongoing now research works that will optimize this process. That's why maybe you have a software more advanced than my software. Yours will be able to, for example, generate something that you cannot detect. But next version that I have, it will be able to detect it. So what we are relying on is something like OpenAI, which is daily updated, and that's why we are up to date more than any other software that can already use such kind of generators or AI techniques. But this is a very good point. AI itself now has some competition between each other who can generate something that the other AI model cannot detect, for example. And then it is like virus and antivirus game that we used to have in the PCs in the past. Any other question?
Yeah, I want to ask what is the difference between the AI which we use for the chat and for the asking question, and one is used on the construction site which use for the smartphones, the lock systems and everything? There is an AI is using for the smartphones. It can be as a security system, lock system and everything. Like Alexa, it can be open the lights and everything. But there's another AI which me and the students we just sing for the chat. Is there any difference between of them? Like there's another model of that, or
There are different models, of course. There are different models based on the application itself. Like there are text models, language models, image models, visionary models. Based on the application, there are models, security models as well, blockchain models. So based on the application that you want, there are new AI models that has been generated and developed faster than the past, for example, that you can use and you can experience. Of course, it varies. There is no single model that can be applicable anywhere. But the advantage of OpenAI, they are taking into consideration all this. That's what we call it artificial general intelligence. So the general AI is what we are looking for nowadays, and we are using it in robots and other kind of similar applications.
So that also can be used one day in smartphones.
Of course. Us every week by the end of the session with a new feature or a new thing that he has been able to learn, and we wanted to show it to you. So DUX, you can show us your surveys for this week.
Yes.
What is the surprise you have for this presentation?
For today's presentation, I have prepared a fun game of rock, paper, scissors to engage everyone.
Any candidate? Okay. Who wants to play? You can try with the list first.
Okay, let's start playing rock, paper, scissors. And in case you do not know the rules, let me know. I'm going to show you how to play it. Scissors. Please make your hand like me. Rock shape, this is the rule. Paper. Please make your hand like me. Rock shape, this is the rule.
Pleasure to be with you again with Academic Thursdays with DUX. I wish you enjoyed the new information or trends that